ये ख्वाहिश थी कि एक मुलाकात और हो जाए, जाते-जाते थोड़ी बात और हो जाए. Hello everyone and a very good afternoon to all of you. His Excellency Shri P. Kumaran ji, Ritu ma'am, presidents of all the four epics bodies, invited guests, community leaders, and my dear friends. On behalf of Katha Stories, I, Anu Sharma, welcome you all to the online community farewell ceremony of His Excellency P. Kumaran ji and Ritu ma'am. Memories last forever. They never die. And good relations always stick with us. And we never say goodbye. So here we are. His Excellency and Ma'am, we will always cherish the wonderful moments we had together. And because we wanted to create some more memories and wanted to express our gratitude for your selfless service and wonderful company. So here we are. Thank you so much for accepting our invitation. And with this, let's start today's ceremony with a very short video which we have specially prepared for His Excellency and Ritu ma'am. Here we go.
His Excellency P. Kumaran के करियर की शुरुआत इंडियन फॉरेन सर्विसेज ने 1992 में हुई. Since then, he has served in many countries at various important positions. On 5th of October 2016, you resumed your services in the state of Qatar as the Ambassador of India to Qatar. With your friendly vibes, problem-solving attitude, and a vibrant smile, you won the hearts of people here and within no time became people's ambassador. जितना प्यार यहाँ बसे लोगों ने आपको दिया, आपने भी उन्हें उतना ही सपोर्ट किया. आपके टेन्योर के दौरान इंडियन कल्चर और वैल्यूज और भी ज्यादा स्ट्रॉन्ग हुए और यहाँ बसे भारतीयों को कतर में एक नई पहचान मिली. अपने इस टेन्योर के दौरान आपने इंडियन स्पोर्ट्स सेंटर की शुरुआत करी और अलग अलग गेम्स और स्पोर्ट्स को पॉपुलर करने के साथ ही साथ योग और स्पिरिचुअलिटी को भी घर घर तक पहुंचाया. Business and trade relations between India and Qatar achieved new heights during these years, which was very well acknowledged by the higher authorities as well. Indian culture was at its best during these years, especially Doha became a new hub for Bollywood and Bollywood performers. बात चाहे क्लासिकल म्यूजिक की हो या फिर बॉलीवुड नाइट्स की, फैशन शोज की हो या फिर आर्ट और कल्चर की, we have witnessed it all. Especially India-Qatar Year of Culture 2019 will always be remembered for some of the magnificent performances during your tenure. You were here to serve people. जिस तरह से आपने ICBF को सपोर्ट किया, इस बात का पता उसी से चलता है. कतर में बसे भारतीयों का वेलफेयर हमेशा से ही आपके लिए एक कंसर्न था. इसीलिए यू स्टार्टेड द सर्विस ऑफ इंश्योरेंस फॉर ऑल द इंडियंस और जिससे उन्हें किसी तरह के लीगल इश्यूज ना हो. दैट इज व्हाई यू स्टार्टेड अ चैप्टर ऑफ लीगल क्लिनिक फॉर ऑल द इंडियंस बेस्ड इन कतर. राइट फ्रॉम ओपन हाउसेस टू मेडिकल कैंप्स, यू वर ऑलवेज अवेलेबल फॉर ऑल ऑफ द सर्विसेज. कोविड-19 के क्राइसिस के दौरान जिस तरह आपने पूरी कम्युनिटी को एक साथ जोड़कर ICBF के साथ मिलकर repatriation, evacuation of stranded Indians, distribution of food items and medicines, renewing of visas and health cards जैसी बहुत सारी सर्विसेज को परफॉर्म किया, it shows your true concern about fellow Indians. Your outstanding services during the COVID crisis will always be remembered. And as they say, behind every successful man, there is a woman. और आपके साथ साथ आपकी बेटर हाफ ऋतु कुमारन जी ने भी अपनी इस जिम्मेदारी को बखूबी निभाया. न सिर्फ उन्होंने आपको वो स्ट्रेंथ, आपको वो कॉन्फिडेंस दिया, बल्कि खामोशी से अपनी सारी जिम्मेदारियों को भी निभाती चली गई. भले ही स्कूल के बच्चों का हौसला बढ़ाना हो या फिर इंडियन विमेन एसोसिएशन को लीड करना, चाहे किसी चैरिटेबल कॉज के लिए अवेयरनेस क्रिएट करनी हो या फिर हॉस्पिटल में जाकर पेशेंट्स का दर्द बांटना, She was always there for all of these causes. बिना किसी दिखावे, बिना किसी लाइमलाइट के अक्सर रितु जी अपने वीकेंड कैंसर पेशेंट्स के साथ बिताती थीं। सिर्फ एक मकसद, सिर्फ एक ऑब्जेक्टिव के साथ, to create happiness and prosperity. Your outstanding performance and contributions towards the betterment of society will always be remembered. We congratulate you for your new assignment and wish you and your family all the very best in all of your future endeavors.
Let me invite the very first speaker and the main organizer of this farewell party, Mohammad Shahnawaz. Mr. Shahnawaz, may I please request you to come on screen and express your feelings about association with His Excellency. Ladies and gentlemen, please give him a big round of applause.
Hi, Namaskar, His Excellency P. Kumaran and Madam Ridhu, Sheikh Ahmed, Dr. Muhammad Ali, Mr. Lashman, my friend, junior business tycoon, Ganesh Pillai, Sadish Chetan, all dignitaries on the screen. Very good afternoon, all of you. Sir, it is very hard for all of us to bid you a good and your family goodbye, but we are all happy you are near to us with a prestigious position and a highly developed country with a large volume of our population. During the last 3 years and 9 months, it was a diplomatic history in Qatar from India. The first visit of Indian Foreign Minister during your tenure, the beginning of Indo-Cultural Year celebrate with a fully success, which was highly remarkable. Managed to have a highest volume of trade delegation, managed to have a highest volume of trade between India and Qatar, various of bilateral relationship in terms of petroleum security and various areas. Importantly, most important, which was very happy to us during our era in Qatar, last 31 years, several Republic Day celebration I attended. So you have done a very well Arabic speaking the whole time of the entire function, which was a history of Indian ambassador in Doha. So we are all confused. We had to convince ourselves that you are from Great India. That is one of the best and very good for all of us. It was very much motivate all Indians here. And especially I was accompanied with the Ministry of Labor to the coffee shop. He was telling Your Excellency was wonderful. He speaks very well without any single grammar mistake, which feel very happy, sir. Thank you so much for the lovely speech on this day. I was present fully over there. Sir, we want to thank you for initiating Vande Bharat mission, the repatriation arrangement for the expatriates supporting other chartered flight during the peak time of COVID-19. Setting an example for all other embassies in this region. It's proud of you, sir. I myself experienced 3 o'clock in the morning, I used to send English message. Then you don't mind it. Then I used to send Tamil message. Immediate action. I can get a call from Mr. Fahmi and Kuljit, Deepu, and all these things. You have done a lovely job. We never ever forget the contribution to the community, the poor and needy. Sir, I will be not taking much time, since we have other dignitaries who are the best speaker to talk about you. But I have to recall my memory. I had to honor to have a coffee with Mr. Kumaran sir and his family the very next day of his arrival in Doha, I believe October 15, 2016, I believe. Then after coffee, we had a chat. Then I called Mr. A.K. Usman and late my well-wisher and local guardian, Mr. Abdul Hamid, to make a meeting with him. And that day, I saw the smile with Excellency. That smile, the smiles mean a lot. That smile always with him since then till yesterday until today, and move on for next tenure in Singapore. He can make a new diplomatic history from India, which were a lot of Tamilian communities and our communities over there. And so you have done the countless assistance for the community development and their personal problems. You have always there for the people, which is why you were crowned as People's Ambassador, which is from all your brothers and sisters from you who are living in Qatar. And moreover, you have been awarded Al-Wajba Medal winner in terms of bilateral relationship and humanity, which is one of the prestigious award from the Emir of Qatar. Though always he is supported, he has highly regards about you, which we learned from our Qatari brothers and colleagues. Am I right, Sheikh Ahmed? And he will be joining always to commend you for that one. And also, I would like to thank Ritu Madam for your contribution in the past 3 years and 9 months on the telephone, on the personal attention for the cultural promotions, education for children, and assisting for the patients and poor needy. God bless you, ma'am, and good luck for new home, new team. In the meantime, I also convey my loving regards, loving wishes to Adi and Maya for his future education in new destination, and give my uncle's channels personal regards. I'm going to meet them soon, as we promised. And thank you very much once again, Excellency. I'm not going too much, and people will kill me. And my friends are smiling. And once again, Kadogal, all the very best, bottom of my heart. May God bless you. May God shower all blessing you and your family. Keep it up. And we all pray for you. Don't miss us. And we wish to see you soon whenever we have a grand function here. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Qatar.
Thank you, Shanbhai. Thank you. Thank you very much for your warm sentiments.
Thank you so much, Mr. Shahnawaz. And with this, we have Dr. Mohammad Altaf, the chairman of this farewell organizing committee, who's right there smiling. Mr. Altaf, may I please request you to come on screen and share your feelings now. Ladies and gentlemen, give him a big round of applause.
Thank you. I hope I'm unmuted now.
Yes.
We are here today for a very difficult task of saying farewell to a very lovable person and his family, actually. And I'm fully aware that our ambassador enjoys a Bollywood hero level of recognition and popularity in our community. I mean, it's quite tough. But besides his impeccable diplomatic work, his humanitarian, compassionate approach to community issues, I am personally aware of the fantastic work he has done quietly in the field of business and commercial diplomacy. I've had many opportunities to participate in many high-level diplomatic meetings with him, sometimes from the other side of the table as part of Qatari delegation. And I have observed his skillful negotiation style, and has become extremely popular with the officials in Qatar and other ambassadors. And like most of us, Ambassador Kumaren had to deal with some interesting but extraordinary situations during his tenure here. Just to give you an example, during the blockade, many of us here had serious apprehensions about the challenges facing our business, logistical bottlenecks dealing with India, but he was there as a rock-solid support. And I've personally observed how enthusiastically he had devoted himself to strengthening the trade relations at that time between Qatar. And as a result of his efforts, we were among the first countries to have direct port-to-port access to Qatar. And this had helped ease in the trade and flow of goods from India to Qatar. And by last year, our volume touched an incredible 100% increase in value and in volume. And to the credit of our ambassador, I always say that he did not waste a good crisis. And Madam Ritu, I will miss you personally, your gracious presence in all the diplomatic functions and parties at home quite regularly. And I will always remember the friendship and good times you shared with me, with my family. And I wish your talented sons all the success in their future endeavors. And finally, dear Ambassador Kumaren, thank you very much for representing our country, our community, and our business interests so very well. Wish you all the very best. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, Altaf. I thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Altaf. Yes, very, very truly said. And with this, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special video message from a guest all the way from India. Now, can we have the video message of Her Excellency Deepa Gopalan Wadhwa, former Ambassador of India to Qatar from 2009 to 2012 on screen, please? Here we go.
Thank you, Shanawaz and Mohammad Altaf, for inviting me for this farewell event which you have organized for Ambassador P. Kumaran as he leaves Qatar after 4 very successful years to go as High Commissioner to Singapore, which is a very, very prestigious posting indeed. I'm honored to be here and to be sharing today's event with other eminent people like Sheikh Hamad bin Tamim Al Thani, Padma Shri, Shri Ravi Pillai, Shri Muhammad Ali Khatumi, and old friends like Azim Abbas, Babu Raj, Hassan Chogle Saab, and Satish Pillai. But today's evening is really for Kumaran. I recall that when his name was announced as ambassador to Qatar, I thought it was such a wonderful choice because he's known for his sobriety, his hard work, his understanding of India's strategic and economic needs. And by nature, as you know, he's such a gentle person that he carries the empathy which is required when you're dealing with such a large population from your country. And from all accounts that I've heard, Kumaran did extraordinarily well while he was there. I can tell you from my personal angle that whenever I turned to him for whatever it was, he was unfailingly polite and considerate and gave me a lot of time, which he really doesn't need to do for a retired older colleague. But that is Kumaran. He is very highly regarded in the service. And I want to wish him and Ritu a very, very successful stay in Singapore. And I'm afraid they're not going to see the last of me because my son lives in Singapore and I hope to be seeing them when I visit him and when this entire pandemic is over and we live in a better world. So stay safe, Kumaran. I'm sure Qatar will be really sad to see you go, but I'm sure the Singaporeans will be extremely happy to welcome you. Good luck and bye-bye. Thank you.
His Excellency P. Kumaran ji, a quick reaction from you. How it feels like?
It's a wonderful surprise. Of course, I got hint of the fact that she would either be participating or giving a message. Thanks to Shanawaz. And of course, to actually see the message was very, very touching. She's always been very kind to me right from the time she's been in service. And she was one person I used to often fall back on for advice in the first few months of my arrival here. And I keep calling and I've stayed in touch with her throughout our stay here. It'll be wonderful to have the opportunity of having her and Sir Mr. Wadhwa visit us when we are in Singapore. We look forward to reconnecting with them and with their sons when we are there. She's such a pleasure to listen to as a senior colleague and to take advice from whenever required.
And with this, ladies and gentlemen, may I have the pleasure to invite Sheikh Hamad bin Tamim MJ Al Thani, former Director Overseas Medical and Chairman Charlotte Group, and a very renowned businessman, to please come on screen and share his feelings about association with His Excellency P. Kumaran ji. Sheikh Hamad bin Tamim MJ Al Thani on screen, please, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a big round of applause.
Your Excellency B. Kumaran and Miss Ritu Kumaran, good afternoon. And my partner and friend in this screen, good afternoon. His Highness Mr. Kumaran, Al-Wajba Award winner. That means everything that there to for the prestigious award for Qatar Amir. During your period, it was excellent, done a lot of good things. Your Excellency, all the best for you assignment and happy journey, you and your family. And I talked with my friend, Mr. Shanawaz, and he said next, inshallah, year we will go to Singapore, and we hope you can invite us for vegetarian meal.
Sure.
And again, I can say shukran by Arabic. A lot of people surround me. They bring for me a lot of good story about you, how you support them in all last 3 years, Your Highness, Mr. Kamran. and good luck.
Thank you very much, sir. Sheikh Hamad, نشكركم على الكلمات الحميدة والجميلة هذه وإن شاء الله نتقابل في سنغافورة في المستقبل.
I swear to God, really, I hear about a lot of things, especially from Shanawaz and from Mr. Altaf and Mr. Muhammad Ali and Mr. Ravi. Everybody talk about you in good things to help your country and your people in Qatar. And this one is very honor for us to have a really good person like you and your family in Qatar. And we are not happy you leave Qatar after all this good time. And we hope for you good staying in Singapore and to start new things there and to help your country and to serve it.
Thank you very much, Sheikh. We'll look forward to receiving you in Singapore sometime whenever there is an opportunity. Absolutely ready any day for a vegetarian meal. So please do make the time and the opportunity to visit us, and we look forward to meeting you there.
100% will come, inshallah, with Shanawaz. 100%.
Inshallah. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Sheikh Hamad. It was lovely, and the way you replied, His Excellency, again, you proved your talent. Our next speaker is already there. Mr. Muhammad Ali is already there. I can see him on screen. May I please request you to come on screen and share your experience, share your feelings, your association with His Excellency and Ritu ma'am. Please, ladies and gentlemen, welcome with lots and lots of applause. Thank you so much.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, Your Excellency, Ambassador Kumaran, Madam Ritu, Sheikh Ahmed Al Thani, and my friend Muhammad Shanawaz, and other participants. It is a first time I'm participating in a farewell in a virtual mode. Huh? So the one who organized it shows that despite of all the difficulties, they did want to express their feeling to Ambassador Kumaran and Madam Ritu and say the good words and acknowledge the good work has done by the ambassador. I personally do not have much acquaintance, but I met him briefly when the Bangalore Passport Office was inaugurated, the Jumbo Passport, when Mr. E. Ahmed Sahib was inaugurated the Jumbo Passport given to Sri Narayan Murthy. That is the one occasion. And my people in Qatar, we have 2-3 companies operating in Qatar, and there are 4,000, 5,000 people working. So many of them, I always explain the great service, the great job Ambassador Kumaran is doing in Qatar in already strengthened, building further on the already strengthened the relationship between the Qatar and India. And the love and affection of the people, the Indians, the Indian leaders, businessmen in Qatar, and the presence of Sheikh Ahmed Thani shows that the love and affection and the recognition that they wanted to express even in this difficult pandemic time. I know that it is sad to see people whom you worked with, people you are familiar with when they leave. But in this diplomatic, for the diplomatic profession, and it's routine for them to move after 3 years or 4 years. And during my last 50 years in the Gulf, I have seen many of the ambassadors going, but always they carry the good memories of the country that they last served. And it is, as I said, it is a great recognition that even in the difficult time, they wanted to acknowledge and appreciate and express their gratitude to the ambassador for the great work they have done. So I would like to be part of this, and wanted to express my gratitude to the ambassador for the support you have shown in for the people, my peoples, my community, and empowering them, and also as I said, as I heard from this, that the business has doubled during this time. You have been recognized by the Amir for your excellent work. These are all true recognition, and I'm sure that the posting to Singapore itself is also a recognition from the government of India, that which is the most very important country for India, and you speak the national language of Singapore as well. That is also an added advantage, and the people there, especially the Indian community, will be much pleased to have an ambassador speak their own language, that they can freely communicate, and also who can speak. And I heard your Arabic was excellent, and wherever you go, you master the language, and that will be a great added strength to your diplomatic service. I, along with others, I wish you and Madam Ritu a good posting in Singapore and a good time ahead. May Allah bless you, may Allah protect you protect all of us in this from this pandemic and lead us a normal life in the near future. I mean, thank you very much, Shanawaz, for inviting me, including me.
Thank you, Mr. Muhammad Ali. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Dr. P. Muhammad Ali. So, ladies and gentlemen, this was Dr. P. Muhammad Ali Gulfar, founder of Gulfar Engineering and Contracting, and a renowned businessman. With this, now we have our next speaker. Well, our next speaker is the son of Padma Shri Dr. B. Ravi Pillai, Mr. Ganesh Ravi Pillai. He's there with a very special message for His Excellency. So, can we have Mr. Ganesh on screen, please? Thank you.
His Excellency P. Kumaranji, esteemed dignitaries, good afternoon. On behalf of my father, Dr. Ravi Pillai, it is my pleasure and honor to bid farewell to Ambassador P. Kumaran. My father was not able to deliver this message because of some unavoidable and unexpected engagements. But I speak on behalf of him with some gratitude, with honor, and would like to express the same best wishes to Ambassador P. Kumaran for his new responsibility as India's next High Commissioner in Singapore. Ambassador Kumaran's stay in Doha has been marked by many important events, be it local, regional, or global. His very successful tenure during this period leaves behind a strong legacy to follow. The milestones that Qatar and India's relationship has achieved in the last 3 years are a strong foundation for a great long-term relationship between these two great nations. On a cultural front, India being declared as a partner nation of Qatar for 2019 Year of Culture was a great milestone promoting mutual understanding and acknowledgement between the countries. Enhancement of trade volume also between the two countries is a very crucial milestone. But most importantly, Ambassador Kumaran has been known for his hard work, his concern and willingness to help the less fortunate, and for his empathy, which was extremely important to the large Indian diaspora within the country. His leadership efforts, especially during the current COVID-19 pandemic, are especially noteworthy, which has led to the required assistance given to the needy in the country, as well as to the repatriation of many, many distressed community members. I certainly wish to believe that Ambassador Kumaran would achieve similar, if not greater, most likely greater, milestones in the new assignment. And on behalf of my family, I once again would like to thank him and my best wishes to him and his family for a bright and successful future. You will be missed, sir.
Thank you very much. Thank you for your warm words. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ganesh Ravi Pillai. That was so sweet of you. And ladies and gentlemen, now we have Mr. Samir Irmala, our next speaker. May I please request Mr. Samir to come on stage and express his views. Mr. Samir on screen, please.
Excellency P. Kumaranji, Madam Ritu Kumaran, Shanawaz ji, Sheikh Ahmed Al-Thani, and all other respected dignitaries. Good afternoon. First of all, let me thank for giving me an opportunity to say a few words on this auspicious occasion. For me and my organization in Qatar, our beloved ambassador is not just an envoy of our country to our second home, Qatar. He was literally a caretaker of all Indian community in Qatar. His Excellency was approachable to any common man, and he has time to listen each and everyone. His Excellency had solution to all our problems.
During the COVID pandemic, all our humanitarian activities is supported, and we could arrange 9 chartered flights, out of which one is absolutely free, only because of his support, His Excellency. We will really miss you. I'm not taking much time. On behalf of Incas, we wish your Excellency more success in your future assignment, including new one in Singapore. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Samir. And now we have Mr. Lakshman with us, Chairman, TechCon Group. May I please request Mr. Lakshman to come on screen and share his views, please. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Lakshman.
Good afternoon, everybody. We have an operation in Qatar by name Tecton Engineering, and previously my partners Sheikh Ahmad and Dr. Muhammad Ali has given their greetings. And though I could not get any opportunity to have an interaction with you, I heard a lot from the people in Qatar. And since I am from Tirunelveli district and Tenkasi, so I think we are very close by the birthplace, I suppose. So from our people, I heard many good things about the kind of service and the relationship you are having with people at various level, and extend a lot of support and help to the unprivileged community in several occasions, and also the volume of business relationship which has increased between Qatar and India during your period has got a really high appreciation from the government. And in the process, Amir also has honored you, and with this great humanity approach, and at the same time doing things with the progressive attitude and showing a lot of affection and provide consideration for anything which is put in front of you, has really made you to be different from many other people in the past. And therefore, I take this opportunity to wish you and Madam Ritu for having much higher success. And அதற்கு எல்லாம் வல்ல இறைவன் உங்களுக்கு வேண்டிய உறுதுணையாக இருந்து உங்களுக்கு வேண்டிய சப்போர்ட் கொடுக்க வேண்டும் என்று பிரார்த்தித்துக் கொண்டு இந்த வாய்ப்புக்கு நன்றியுடன் விடைபெறுகின்றேன். தேங்க்யூ.
மிக்க நன்றி உங்களுக்கு. தேங்க்யூ மிஸ்டர் லக்ஷ்மணன். தேங்க்யூ.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lakshman. And ladies and gentlemen, please welcome His Excellency.
Good afternoon, friends. Namaskar. Assalamu alaikum. Sheikh Hamad Al Thani, Mr. Muhammad Ali, thanks to both of you for taking the trouble to join us today, along with the other members of the Indian community. Dr. Mohan Thomas, Mr. Azim Abbas, Mr. Babu Rajan, Mr. Rappai, Mr. Manikandan, Dr. Muhammad Altaf. It's really wonderful to have another opportunity to meet you all, even if virtually, and to talk to you again. We are truly overwhelmed by all the warmth that we've got over the last 3.5-4 years here. We have no words to express our gratitude for the kind of warmth and affection that we've got during our stay here. Time has really flown so fast that we can't believe that it's been close to 4 years since we came here. I've always believed that a lot of new heights can be scaled if the embassy and the community work together. And during my time, I've been very fortunate that we've managed to achieve a kind of synergy that made us do a lot of interesting things, some of which may not have been attempted before. I was referring the other day to the reception that was organized on our arrival here by the 3 apex bodies from the Indian community at that time. Today, the number has increased to 4. We have the Indian Sports Center added, and therefore the kind of coverage we have for sports activities in the community has increased manifold since the time we had a shared arrangement where ICC was also looking after sports activities. Mr. Altaf mentioned that we've had crises during my times here. We've tried to do our best to convert them into opportunities. And there's a very famous saying by Napoleon. I don't know how many of you have heard it. Napoleon is famously, quoted to have said that it's not enough to have good generals. It's important to have lucky generals. I've been truly lucky to have the fullest support of the Indian community to deal with the 2 crises that have faced us during my stay here, during our stay here. The first one, within months of our arrival here in June 2017, was the blockade announced against Qatar by some neighboring countries. There was panic in the immediate hours after this announcement was made. Supermarket shelves started running out. There was panic in the community. People were looking for flights to get out of Qatar as early as possible. And we had to respond by increasing the number of flights to between Doha and Indian destinations. In fact, ironically, that increased the panic because although these flights were increased to take care of the Eid rush and the school holiday rush, there was a rumor started by some that this was meant for evacuation, and that unnecessarily fed panic. So there was some communication required to try and calm passions and tell people that there is no need for this kind of unnecessary apprehension and there is no evacuation happening. I was also fortunate to get the support of our then Foreign Minister, External Affairs Minister, Sushma ji, who within a day or a day and a half of the blockade having been announced, got on the phone early in the morning on one day and asked me, how are things there? How's the community taking it? And what kind of Arabia had. Within a day or two, she spoke to the Civil Aviation Minister and ensured that a large number of additional flights were introduced. And soon after that, Indigo also was designated as a carrier under the bilateral air services agreement, and Indigo flights also started very soon thereafter. So I've been very lucky in taking up matters relating to the interests of the community and to have the support of colleagues in the ministry and my seniors and bosses in the ministry to try and address as many of the issues facing the Indian community as possible. The second crisis, of course, of a similar order of magnitude, if not more, is the COVID-19 crisis. We were also at a loss because of the unprecedented nature of the crisis. One of the first things we decided was to ensure that we had a platform to coordinate various inputs we received from different parts of the community, and to ensure that we were able to take advantage of all the talent and resources available in the community. We are particularly thankful to the ICBF team and the number of associated organizations that are a part of the affiliated organizations team under the 4 apex bodies for pooling in their resources, for the many individuals and the companies who came in with donations to support the activities of the ICBF, the volunteers who went to different labor camps to help out the workers with food packets at a time when other mechanisms of support had not yet fallen into place fully. I also have Qatar Charity and Qatar Red Crescent Society to thank for the unprecedented support they offered and for the partnership they entered into with ICBF and our team of volunteers. A special thanks to the volunteers who at great personal risk to their own health, took it upon themselves to travel to workers' camps and to distribute these foods. A special thanks to the Indian Doctors Club and to Dr. Mohan Thomas, particularly for coordinating the distribution of medicines to patients who had life-threatening illnesses. Many of them had medicines with limited stocks available with them for the initially planned period of their visits. Once the stay got extended, a lot of them were left stranded because medicines in Qatar were relatively more expensive than the medicines they were used to in India. And we put in place a mechanism where a lot of the medicines could be sourced from locally available sources, and additional funds were made available to people who could not get it from government sources to procure them privately with these additional funds. There are a number of other smaller interesting instances. One very recent instance was the effort which was coordinated successfully to have the government of Kerala accept the Ehtiraz mobile app as an indicator of a COVID negative status. There was panic in the community when the government of Kerala initially announced that with effect from 20th of June, chartered flights would not be allowed unless all the passengers were individually tested and could be certified as being COVID negative. We managed to write to the government of Kerala, explain the Ehtiraz app, and to convince them that this was a risk that was manageable without significantly exposing people to the risk of the COVID-19 virus. We of course had the high point during our tenure in terms of the cultural links between India and Qatar. The India-Qatar Year of Culture gave us an opportunity to showcase many aspects of our culture. We put together more than 40 different kinds of events, ranging from music to films to exhibitions to literature festivals and so on. I'm very happy that before we leave Qatar, we managed to put together a booklet that summarizes all the events that we organized during the course of the year. I really have to thank profusely Qatar Museums, Qatara, the Ministry of Culture, and a number of other organizations, including the Qatar National Tourism Council, Qatar Airways, etc., who worked closely with us to make the Year of Culture the success that it eventually became. The community, what the community means to an ambassador is often exemplified when I walk into a room full of ambassadors resident in Qatar. The special status of the Indian ambassador, if you will, in the diplomatic corps in Doha flows essentially from the fact that the largest expatriate community here is Indian, and that gives India a higher status than otherwise, and the fact that Indians work here in virtually all sectors of the economy, and the kind of contributions we have made to our great pride to the growth and development of Qatar. So once again, not only do you all deserve credit for the kind of contributions you've made, you also deserve credit for the excellent reputation that we have earned over the years, making us, admittedly, according to all the way up to the Prime Minister and the law enforcement officials of various levels, for having become the favorite expatriate community in Qatar. Again, all this has nothing to do with me. The credit is entirely due to the community, and I would only request that we consolidate this reputation and build further on it in the coming years. I'm very sorry to see towards the end of our stay that a lot of our people are leaving from here. Some of the workers who have lost their jobs obviously had no option, but I would strongly feel that very soon economic activity will resume. We will have more opportunities for our people to come back. In fact, I had an opportunity to take it up with His Highness the Amir, and without any hesitation for a moment, he said, as soon as the situation allows, we will be very happy to take back as many of your people as possible. So again, look forward to good times returning. But please don't make the mistake. I would again give you the same warning that I did at the previous virtual meeting that we had. Just because things are opening up, restaurants are opening up, beaches are opening up, malls are opening up, it doesn't mean that the environment has become any safer. It's because governments and the economy is finding the pain of the COVID-19 virus unbearable. It is out of compulsion that this kind of opening is happening. It hasn't become any safer. So even as we go about our business in the partially opened economy, as it opens up further, we should remember that all precautions need to be taken, and we should not take this lightly. We should also take care of the vulnerable sections of the population. So once again, thank you very much. There were a few things that we wanted to do. For example, to move to a new embassy. It was not something that I could manage during my during my time here, but hopefully the new ambassador will take it up and make that happen. We were also hoping that we would have a combined community center where all the 4 apex bodies together acquire a property and expand the scope of activities that we can organize here. That also had to be left for the next team. But a lot of the able community leaders will still be around, and I'm sure they'll be happy to work with my successor and his team to take the agenda forward in the coming months and years. So thank you for all your warmth, all your affection, all your support over the last 3-4 years. We are truly touched by the kind of feelings that you all have demonstrated towards us. We will not forget our first ambassadorial assignment here. The Indian community in Doha has truly set a very, very high benchmark. The Indian community in Singapore is going to have to work really hard to match the standards set by the Indian community in Doha. Thank you again, and wish you all a wonderful and happy future. Please do stay safe and take care of your families. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so very much. And now, because Ritu ma'am will be joining us from your office only, she'll be there any minute. So in the meanwhile, in between, I have this opportunity which all of us, we always wanted to know. You have this vibrant signature smile. Oh, ma'am is there already on screen. But let me complete my question. How are you, ma'am? Welcome. So we all want to know the secret behind this vibrant signature smile. How you manage it, how you handle this much of pressure and stress. I know she's right there, but what's the secret other than her?
There's no secret. I just get the kind of support I need from my family, and when I go home, I'm very, very strongly asked to shut down on any work-related thoughts. There are times when it is not possible to do that. For example, during the COVID crisis, etc. But whenever I, have extra work to do, everybody gets out of the way and lets me do what I need to do. So the situation at home really supports what I need to do, and therefore it's a lot easier for me to get more things done.
That's really sweet. You're truly blessed to have a family like this. And when you were saying this, she's all smiling, listening calmly. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give a big round of applause to Ritu ma'am. And Ritu ma'am, now may I please request, to share your views, your feelings throughout this tenure, throughout this posting. Can we have Ritu ma'am, please?
Thank you so much for Anu for welcoming us, and I don't know, Kumar has actually already said quite a lot that I'll probably be repeating, the kind of love that we have received from everyone in Doha has been enormous. It's so genuine, and you feel so overwhelmed with the kind of warmth that one receives. It's like a big family. It's sad for us, to leave, and it's sadder that we are leaving without meeting anyone physically. I can't explain the kind of pain we feel by not being able to meet all of you. Having had such a fabulous tenure here, never felt once that, where we've come new. Everyone's been living here for 40, 50 years, whoever I've met, and never once we've felt not a part of, the bigger community family. So thank you so much. Words are not enough to show our gratitude towards the kind of affection showered upon us. And as Kumar said, Singapore has to really work very hard to match up to that. What can I say? The communities has been so vibrant that, working with them has been such a pleasure. Because, as I was telling the other leaders the other day that, we come with a lot of aspirations of what we want to do, what we want to achieve, when we come new. But when you find the same kind of excitement on the other side, the same enthusiasm, that makes it even more charming. And, that increases our enthusiasm even further. So it's been an absolute pleasure, I must say. And thank you so much. Everyone is so lovely. It'll be hard to, forget actually. So thank you so much, really.
That's really sweet of you. Thanks to you, ma'am, because I remember, throughout you were there always to guide us, to welcome us. The persona, the kind of personality you have, it's so very vibrant, you compliment so like anything. But still, there is always a room of improvement, right? I'm sure there must have been many things which you must have observed. So very genuinely, very honestly, because you are known for your honest opinions, No, don't take me on that track. So I really want to know, what is that piece of advice which you want to share with all of us for the betterment of the community, so that whenever next we meet, be 2020, though we want to meet much before that, you can see that improvement actually happening, because all the community leaders are here, the prominent people, they all are listening, watching you. So what would be that one piece of advice, ma'am?
I am nobody to advise as such, but the only thing I can say is that, you all are already fabulous. And as I said, I've not seen such hardworking people, and the kind of magnanimity. It's not about money. It's not about, contributing finance. It's about contributing your time. What has impressed me personally, us personally, for the betterment and the welfare of our, fellow citizens. It's actually, like in any format, there will be difference of opinions. There will be ego hassles. There will be issues between, the two people. We are human after all. But so we have to kind of just get rid of them, shed those differences, and look at the larger picture in life. Always. I always tell everyone, have an aerial view of things, and focus on the bigger picture, and because what's the benefit, the larger benefit, forget your personal differences. That's all I have to say.
Thank you so much. And
thank you very much.
Really, your presence was a lot. We cannot express it in words. We are short of words. Though we tried our best, but कहते हैं ना कि time flies like anything. So कोशिश हजार करी रोक लूं, मगर ये वक्त है कि ठहरी हुई इस घड़ी में भी रुका नहीं. With this, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to say goodbye to a lovely couple like His Excellency Kumaranji and Ritu ma'am. And ladies and gentlemen, a big thanks to all of you for joining us online for this ceremony. His Excellency Ritu ma'am, till the time we meet again, please stay safe, stay happy, take good care of yourself, and most important, stay connected. And ladies and gentlemen, a big thanks to Dr. Altaf and Mohammad Shahnawaz ji. Other than this, Balaji from Qatar Stories for organizing the entire thing and giving us another opportunity to express our feelings, to share our thoughts with you. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Take good care of yourself. All the invited guests, dignitaries, speakers, it was a pleasure hosting you. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you very much.
Goodbye.
And thank you very much for taking the time to join us. For this last time in Qatar. Hopefully we'll get more opportunities to come. Thank you very much, Mr. Muhammad Ali, Sheikh Hamad, community leaders, dear friends, for joining us today and giving us one more opportunity to interact with you. Thank you very much.
1 minute. I would take all opportunity for all of you. We planned to do a physical farewell, but unfortunately it was not happened due to the unfortunate scenario here. But thank you, Nishad and Mr. Altaf and Dr. Muhammad Ali joining us, Sheikh Ahmed, special thanks. Excellency, once again, thank you so much, your lovely smile. And since then, when I saw that smile, always that is a blessing. That smile means a lot. Please,
thank you. Thank you, Anuji, and thank you, Balaji, for making this possible. Thank you very much.
Pleasure, sir. Pleasure. I think Ritu ma'am wants to say something.
No, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And as they say, till the time we meet again, take good care of yourself. Thank you. Namaskar. Jai Hind.
Namaskar. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.